So it's the 13th of December, a day after Summer's first birthday, and she's had a big week this week because she had her birthday party. Now she's about to embark on her first ever overseas journey to New Zealand.
We kickstarted our 6-week New Zealand adventure in Whangarei, a vibrant harbour city 2.5 hours drive north of Auckland, where we were staying with my mum for Christmas. The city of Whangarei is a hotspot for summer road trippers. It's the perfect base to explore the northland region and the perfect stop before heading north to Paihia or Cape Reinga. Whangarei is more than just a stopover on the drive to Bear Islands though. This underrated northland city is packed with interesting places to explore and activities to enjoy. Here's a list of our 10 favourite places in Whangarei. Number 1. Whangarei's town Basin is a cool place to check out and sit down for a meal. There are plenty of restaurants and cafes to enjoy and farmers markets on the weekend. Number 2. Whangarei Falls is a pretty popular tourist attraction and definitely worth checking out. The falls are simply mesmerising, powerful and absolutely beautiful. Number 3. Whale Bay on the Tutukaka coast. Whale Bay was a great place to swim, play with our daughter and relax. It wasn't too crowded at all and was Adrian's favourite place to swim. We set up camp under the Parihakaluka trees on the beach. As a kid, I remember playing on those trees and the iconic red flowers whenever we'd go to the beach. Number 4 is Smugglers Bay. In order to get to Smugglers Beach, you have to cross a paddock with cows, which is very New Zealand. We went here just before Christmas on a hot day and practically had the beach to ourselves. The Quarry Gardens at number 5 was a great way to spend the morning. After breakfast at the Quail Cafe, we went for a walk through the gardens. We thought this was going to be a nice, straightforward walk to a waterfall, but there was actually lots of different trails you could take. So you could easily spend a few hours here if you wanted to check out the trails. Number 6 is Mount Manaya. Mount Manaya is a stunning mountain in Whangarei Heads, and climbing to the summit is a bit of a must-do when you're in Whangarei. It takes between 1.5 to 2 hours to climb the summit and over 1,000 steps, but the walk is beautiful and the views at the top are worth it. Going to the top of the summit was pretty scary because there's no railing or fencing protecting you from the edge, but the views are incredible. Number 7 is Mare Park, a beautiful park located in the heart of Whangarei, surrounded by mountains and native bush. With moss-covered rocks and enchanting trees with twisted branches, this park looks something straight out of a fairy tale. The best thing about this place was going around 5 p.m. when the ducks were feeding by the river. Watching our daughter Summer get excited by the ducks was too cute. It was so sweet to see her face light up. There is something so heartwarming about seeing things through the eyes of a child. Number 8 was our day trip to Waipukua Forest, an hour and a half away from Whangarei. We saw the oldest living kauri tree, estimated to be over 2,000 years old. Kauri trees are one of the longest living tree species in the world, as well as the largest, and grow naturally in the north of the North Island. The kauri tree symbolises strength in the Maori culture, and we can see why. These mighty trees are huge. Number 9 was A.H. Reid Memorial Kauri Park, possibly my favourite walk in Whangarei. The park is home to a number of giant kauri trees, some of which are over 800 years old. As you walk through the forest, you hear a cacophony of nature sounds, the hum of insects, the song of birds, and the rush of waterfalls. It's incredibly soothing. There's also a canopy walk through the trees and over a stream with stunning views of quintessential, lush New Zealand greenery. If you only have one day to spend in Whangarei or you're just passing by, you've got to walk through this park. You won't be disappointed. Finally, number 10 is Parihakaluka. Parihaka Scenic Reserve sits on top of an ancient volcano and used to have the largest Maori village in New Zealand. The Drummond Track in Mare Park takes about 1.5 hours and leads to a lookout with panoramic views of Whangarei City. Unfortunately, when we were there, the track was closed due to bad weather, causing slip damage. But luckily, you can access the lookout at Parihaka Summit via a short drive up Memorial Drive. So guys, as you can tell, there's a bit of a theme going on with this list, and that is nature. Whangarei was a beautiful reminder to us that if happiness is about listening to your own heart, one place you can hear it is outdoors, in nature, amongst the rush of the waterfall, the hum of the mountains, and the silence of the kauri trees.